y'all can start.
Good afternoon. I'm Mike Ford. I'm chairman of the Democratic Party of Crittenden County. I want to thank you for taking the time to come out here this afternoon. I want to thank you for taking the time to also talk about the injustice that's been done to voters in Crittenden County. This issue is not a Republican or a Democrat issue. This is the issue about allowing a free and fair election and giving everyone the opportunity to go to the polls and vote during early voting. West Memphis, Arkansas is the largest municipality in Crittenden County, making up almost half of the population. And yet, this election commission, after a ruling by a court, has decided to appeal that ruling to the Supreme Court, which leaves early voting up in the air. We have no clue whether that's going to happen in West Memphis, Arkansas. And once again, the largest municipality in Crittenden County, Arkansas, making up almost half of that population. I want to bring forward, if you don't mind at this time, the chairman of the Arkansas Democrat Committee, Grant Tennell. Grant?
Yes. I'm here today to support the voters of Crittenden County, and in particular, two really brave women who filed this lawsuit. To Mike's point, I don't know if those two women are even Democrats. They're not on my rolls. So they're interested in voting, and so am I. The problem with what's going on here right now is that the ego of one man is driving this whole thing.
That's it.
Thank you.
That's it.
There are all kinds of issues and inconsistencies in election law in Arkansas. But here's the one thing I know, and I want you to know. They're going to early vote in 74 other counties this year. This is an aberration. And I've learned a lot in the last few days. Crittenden County is one of the worst voting counties in the country. In the last cycle, they voted 18% of their eligible population. Everybody I know here is mad for politics. So I've always scratched my head and wondered why only 18% of the people here vote. Now I know.
Yeah.
I'm not going to use any of the words that you expect me to use. Words like disenfranchisement and voter suppression.
That's what it is.
Because I have respect for the law. And I know that those terms have actual meanings. So I'll tell you what I think this is. I think it's a railroad job. And I think that they've decided there won't be early voting in West Memphis. And the way they're going to make sure that doesn't happen is by appealing it to the Supreme Court. And I don't know what you all know about the current Arkansas Supreme Court, but they're having a tough time doing any job. All they do is fight with one another. So this is clearly an effort to put this into a position where it very likely won't be decided in time for any action to be taken. So what has happened is, on the say-so of two people, there won't be early voting in West Memphis, and I think that's a travesty. Thank y'all.
Thank you, Grant. I'd also like to at this time introduce Senator Murdoch, who represents this entire area, to make a few comments. And then we also will have the mayor of the city of West Memphis.
Yes.
Senator Murdoch.
Now, here's the point. We want to make sure we understand that it's happening. A judge did make an order earlier this week, and that judge ordered that we will have early voting at the Church of Christ in West Memphis. The commission does not have the authority to change a judge's order. So as I stand here, the commitment, they can vote to appeal, which is egregious, and you've heard all the reasons why it's egregious for the people to have an opportunity to speak through their vote. Everybody should want that. But in the America we live in today, and sadly to say the Arkansas and even now the Crittenden County, the people that's representing you, some of them don't want to see that. But the judge made a very bold decision and said it would be. We need to stand on that. The commission can't change that until an appeal stays the judge's order. So we do have a chance if the law is followed. Now, if this commission chooses to totally disobey what the judge has ordered, then that's another situation, a legal situation, that I think we'll see a remedy come real quick for that. So what they did today is egregious for many reasons. As you heard many of those, it's sad, a sad, sad day. But we're going to stand strong. What you see here today, and you will continue to see this, we're going to stand up for our rights. And it has nothing to do with Democrats or Republicans. It has to do with people being able to participate in the process. God knows that we need to come together as a state, as a county, and this is nothing but a divisive move. Let's make sure we stand up. And remember 1 Corinthians 13.
Yes, Lord.
Talks a little bit about charity and caring about one another. I don't care what you look like, what party you in, how much money you have, whether you're rich or poor, what your name is. If you don't have love for one another, this is what you see. God bless you. Let's continue to fight. I'll be here.
Thank you, Senator Murdoch. And now I'd like to bring forward the mayor of the city of West Memphis. I've said it more than once. Remember that West Memphis is the largest municipality in the Crittenden County. So, Mayor, thank you.
This decision today is the biggest travesty, not just in our city, but in our entire county. Whether you in Marion or West Memphis or any of the smaller cities that may surround us, it's a travesty because this is the greatest form of voter suppression. I never thought that in 2024 I would be fighting the same battles that my grandparents fought in the 50s and the 60s. Today, they think that they may have won. And we also have a decision by the judge. But what I want this decision that they made today is that we all come together and say we're going to get our people wherever they need to be at to vote. This stumbling block is not going to hurt us. I'm asking churches to get your vans out, asking the people who don't have vans, businesses to get vans out. Let's give them the vote. Let's be motivated. Let's just pump us up because we definitely need this insurance. It doesn't matter if you're Republican or Independent or a Democrat. This is about the simplest constitutional right that we have all had.
Yes.
Women have had to fight for rights.
Yes.
African Americans have had to fight for the right to vote. And so many people have had to fight for the right to vote, and we can't stop fighting now.
Right.
We're in a fight, and we can't get discouraged and not want to fight because of this situation have happened. Now, we're going to stand on what the judge said, and we're going to pray that it continue. And even if the Supreme Court stops it, guess what? I'm going to be taking people to vote. He's going to be taking people to vote. You're going to be taking people to vote. You're going to be taking people to vote. You're going to be taking people to vote. And this is how we're going to make it take.
Thank you, Mayor.